What up, good people? Good evening, good evening. You know who it is when you hear that intro. It's the Corner Convo, episode 12. Hello. I'm going to let this thing breathe. I get excited every time I hear it, man. It's your favorite four guys with four mics and four perspectives. My name is Amon. I'll be your host for the evening. Say what you want to spell my name right.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
I mean that. Now, let me go ahead and holler at my boy Big State, man. Big State, how you feeling, kid? Everything good?
You better go
He's great.
Black Power shit. You know that shit gets no play in this ride.
Being your favorite,
I hope you changed it.
Number one draft pick.
You got to do certain shit. It's just enough to keep it. You know how I go when I need you go.
We are in the building.
There's no telling what I may do. Stay happy to join these righteous. I mean, whatever it takes to make a motherfucker stop existing.
Again, so we condense that. I'm not hating.
It's your boy.
It's way too long.
It's your boy. He's back.
Who are you? That's just cities. Nobody.
He couldn't wait.
Worst nightmare, punk.
Hey, he coming at Q Bella, bro.
Yeah, he's been missed.
A corner like thousands of others across the country. It's the place to go if you want to be seen. And to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Those are facts. We want to welcome y'all to the Corner Convo podcast. What's
Somebody
up,
was watching Menace.
How's everything? How's everybody?
Great.
Fine and dandy.
Let me start the whole show off right now. Make this really painfully clear to you cats, man. Professional etiquette in this business. If an original member is gone, you start the show by letting people know, filling in for. You don't reference the original member 25 minutes into the podcast. You start the show with filling in for the original member. You classless motherfucker.
I'm on. That's all I'm on.
I can't even rebut that, man. And I just want to tell you.
I approve this message.
Thank you.
Right.
Somebody is working.
Okay.
Somebody's working on their clips.
I thought I was gonna have to get in that real quick. No, pause.
Pause, man. Pause.
Oh.
Before we get started and get into it, man, we have a great show lined up today, man, and I'm very, 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 very excited about today. So Kende, all right, he was missed last week. He was gone. He was getting his life together. You know, we talked about
like he was in rehab or something. Man.
He definitely was. Definitely was.
He do look different though. He do look different this week.
He looks healthy. My brother looks healthy. You know, he looks detoxed. So we got into Mitch Trubinsky. That was Dion's guy. We got into black themed movies. There was a lot of controversy there, but we got through it. Favorite pizza spots, the pyramid scheme, the new pyramid scheme, which is this whole flower thing, everybody throwing in money and reaping the benefits.
Throwing their money away.
Yeah. And then we got into the ladies lounge because this is still Women's Month on the Corner Convo. And we were discussing interracial relationships. And I think we covered the spectrum pretty good as far as all shades of women and their different points of view. And
that we did.
They've gone through. And then we got into the friend zone. We have a difference in opinion in friend zone, but there are levels to the friend zone.
There's no difference in opinion. Abasi is caught myself. Abasi is challenged in the thinking element about all things normal. Every other human being on the planet knows what the friend zone is. It's the only individual who thinks he has a new definition. Abasi's version was not a definition. Abasi's version was Abasi trying to prove that he can smash anything he want whenever he want on some bullshit.
Classless.
That has nothing to do with this.
Classless.
So is that why I enjoy friend zone so much? So I'm doing it right, or yeah, okay.
No, you're classless. Have some class.
That might be true too.
Amon, you kind of failed to mention in the pizza segment. Maybe McKenday could jump in on the gentleman that replaced him last week's interpretation of his voice. How did you feel about that, McKenday? Of Q Billa's interpretation.
First of all, before you start, Kende, shout out to Q Billa for coming through.
Absolutely.
Great response from the world. So your time was appreciated and much needed. So again, thank you.
Look at what we got. All of a sudden, at the top of the show, we get to address the brother who filled in. Pause, McKenday. Let me make sure that I get proper credit to your replacement.
What is this light skin beef? This is light skin beef? What is this?
He just didn't appreciate how Q interpreted his voice.
No, I didn't say that. Actually, I just pointed out. I said that Q is not good at impressions. It's the bottom line.
That's what he said.
It always sounds like Q. No matter what Q says, it sounds like Q. But I will say, to find someone to fill for my spot, that was probably the closest to the intellectual bar that any of you clowns know. So, yeah. Solid to my man Villa.
That boy got the Drake out here shooting early in the show. Jamal Crawford in this bitch.
Yeah.
No, that boy's he's podding now.
Hey, he's ready. You know, this what happens
This dude
when you take a week
just said, okay. Let me jot that down. We're talking about Q Billa, the one that started talking about itself. Needed to lay on the couch. We had to cut him off.
Shout out to Sin Q. Okay, Sin Q. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Singleton. Let's get into our show.
We apologize, y'all. We had to go through that. We won't do it to you no more.
Yeah. So since Dion loves the Bears in Chicago as a whole, I guess we got to give a shout out to that terrible ass W that they got. You want to speak on that, Dion? I don't. I hated it.
Hey, that's fine. I'll have to give it to Mitch Trubisky. He did his job in the fourth quarter. The Chicago Bears won a game against Detroit. Although the gentleman that dropped the ball for Detroit probably got his ass whooped right after the game. I posted it on my Instagram if you want to see it. His whole team whooped his ass. I have video footage of it. That was ridiculous, but hey, got to give it to Mitch Trubisky. Bears won the game, and they got a pretty trash-ass Giants team coming up next. So these motherfuckers might be 2-0.
I just don't think you can count that as a win, man. The fact that dude literally dropped a touchdown that normally they don't drop, and the Bears did exactly what they normally do, which is find a way to lose a game. I don't think you can count that as a win. But I will give you credit. I was at a place screaming at the top of my lungs, give me the $21 million bench play. I'm tired of watching this dude. And he stepped up and threw some touchdowns. I will give Anthony Miller more of the credit for those touchdowns, by the way. But Mitchell threw the ball.
Jimmy Graham, bum ass too.
Yeah.
Fuck the Bears, Soldier Field, and the McCaskey family. Next.
Okay.
Works for me. Hey, no. You know what's funny though? I hate when the receiver drops the ball and the cornerback, he'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Like, you had nothing to do with
you didn't do anything,
Get
bro.
the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here.
It was the rookie, but you know. Now, also with a quick hit, last night, I mean, I posted this as well. I got a nice Chris $100 bill from my barber because he, for some strange reason, thought that the LA Clippers were going to go to the Western Conference Finals. And they did it. They blew a 3-1 lead. Doc Rivers, I don't know what he's doing. The team said they needed some more time together, but the Denver Nuggets once again are going to the next round after being down 3-1. Kind of embarrassing for Kawhi Leonard first, and I heard this. Do not mention that dude's name ever in a sentence with LeBron James.
10 points Kawhi Leonard, 10 points Kawhi Leonard, 13 points PG-13.
Yes, exactly.
There's no way that's Doc Rivers' fault.
I ain't blaming Doc.
Can score over 15 points in a game 7, you definitely don't deserve to go past where you went. I felt bad for Doc, actually, because I know.
I forgot Proviso.
What can I do about this? Either one of these clowns can score more than 15 points. I can't do nothing about that.
Representing high school, I feel you. It wasn't Doc's.
Damn right.
You guys have anything, Beth? No?
The Clippers were over a team all year. They acted like divas. They played what they wanted to play. They were never as a unit. But to hear Paul George say, we didn't expect to win a championship this year.
That was crazy.
Who says that?
Exactly.
And this is why I'm not mad. He didn't land in L.A.
What year he waiting on? Like, how many more years you got?
Yeah, I mean,
Who says that, bro?
To me now, he's a solid third option on a ship team. Third option, not number 2.
Not at all.
Hey, but fuck the Clippers and the uniforms and they look banners and the concerts, all that shit. It's Lakers Nation forever and has been ever over here. Fuck them boys.
Speaking on Lakers,
speaking
on my Lakers, Bossy, touch on is it the sheriff?
I ain't touching on shit. Pause.
Okay, you're right. He's ready. He's ready. Look,
Bossy, you're angry today, bro.
Yeah.
Bring it down, classy. Be classy.
I like must be the protein bar. That's the best comment you ever gave me, bro.
It might be the protein bars. The creatine.
No, but we had a LA sheriff challenge.
Yeah.
We all know the incident that happened in LA where 2 deputies with their car and got shot and the assailant is unknown and got away and all this stuff for no reason or because black people are caring more about themselves and their lives and their rights and being treated fairly. The sheriff out there in LA challenged LeBron James to match the reward money for the gunman. Fuck you, buddy.
Wow.
How about you challenge the NRA? You know what I'm saying? To do that. Challenge the FOP presidents to do that. That's what you do, fam. It seems like they always try to attack the one figure that's like a linchpin to hip hop, basketball, black people, family, education for black people, which is LeBron James. And it's just stupid, man. The man don't have no foreseeable flaws off the court. Okay, leave him alone, white people. Leave him alone, Asian people. Leave him alone, Hispanics. If you don't like him and you fucking just NRA happy, I'm not gonna blame Trump supporters. I know some Trump supporters that like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? But stop doing dumb shit. You can't make everybody pro-police or anti-police. It don't work that way, fam.
I love
Doc Rivers is a perfect example. He's black. His dad was a cop. You saw him cry on TV. You know what I'm saying? The other week. It's crazy, man. Leave LeBron alone. Leave black people that's not bothering you alone. Do that.
What I love is how Vanessa Bryant, who's still obviously mourning Kobe Bryant's death, came to LeBron's defense as well and asked the sheriff, maybe you need to look for the guys that tried to sell pictures of the crash victims. And how you could actually even try that is disgusting to me. But the fact that, she took time on her Instagram to talk about that was awesome as well.
Beautiful, yep.
I'd say honestly, Abbasi, I loved your statement. I mean, the part where you make it all about LeBron kind of went left. But you make an excellent point, bro. Excellent. 1 million. Challenge those other people. Challenge the NRA to match that money. Challenge the FOP presidents to match that money because they're never asked to do anything.
Nope. But on that note, though, so talking about police, Breonna Taylor's family got $12 million. That's not justice, but it's something for the family. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum had a great shirt yesterday and said, if you read this, Breonna Taylor's killers are still free. That was dope as hell.
Yeah, they did a settlement.
But that's what they do. They try to put a Band-Aid on it, throw money at the family, and hope that you'll forget about it and move on.
And we're not. 12
ain't enough for me to move on.
But to be fair, what happens with a lot of those families is when they get that money, they use that money to finance lawyers who are challenging policies.
Yeah.
They use that money to finance, organizations. So, I agree with you, it's not enough. And I don't like the idea that it has that connotation of being swept under the rug, because normally you have to sign an NDA, which means you can't talk about this anymore if you take this money.
Yeah.
But it is something to say that they usually put that money towards some good use for future cause.
Beautiful.
One last quick hit. Shout out to, is it Maya Moore?
She out of pocket, bro.
Shout out her.
Getting her now husband out of jail. Now,
I was wondering why she was so into that and missed the season, but now I see why.
It's called love.
Now I've watched.
Look,
I've watched Love After Lockup with my wife, man. I think that's a great show. Shit is hilarious.
What?
Right? Yeah, shit is hilarious.
Boy, shut up.
Is that an A&E show?
I gotta be honest, man. I just gotta be honest.
Bravo.
Bruh, the way that they scheme these women out of their time and money, and about 6 months after the show is over, they're gone. Ghosts.
Hey,
right?
she wants about $115,000, so he went from nothing, no gig, to some athletic pussy and some overseas money and some WNBA money. That's good for him.
He pregnant.
His Jordan collection gonna be crazy. Shout out to him.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna reserve my opinion for when we bring this back up in a future topic, because there's a future topic that this ties into.
Okay.
But we're gonna have to hold that till later.
Okay. All right. So this is Ladies Month. Are we done with the quick hits?
Yeah.
One more thing, bro. One more thing. I'll be quiet. I was completely right about Patty and Gladys. That shit was awful. Okay. She was awful, man. You know what I'm saying? And then Dion came up there. Dion Warwick came up there, bro, and wanted some shine. Like, Dion, I don't remember your hits, and you can't do it versus because you fucking lost your psychic battle to Miss Cleo. I said, come on, Dion. We love you, though. Hey, her hair was sharp, though.
Facts.
I disagree. It was trash. I disagree.
Well, tell me. Let me hear you. We got time.
No, we don't.
Go for it.
Well, in spirit of the verses, today my name is Aman, and I want to welcome my pips. You guys are great. I thought it was cool. You know, it wasn't for me. I actually sent it to my mother, and the crazy part is, after I sent it to her, she starts an IG page. That's not why I sent it to you. You know, you know what I mean. So now I got to play IT, man. It's crazy.
Hey, on some super funny, I did not know that's who was in my DM, bro. I could not.
Yours too, huh?
Oh boy.
Yours too.
Kind of like ghost follower or something, bro. Cause like I know my boo wouldn't be on Instagram. She know my rules about that.
Yeah.
That's deep,
and you do know my mother is an avid listener of the show, and she
what up, Mom?
She's a big fan of everybody.
I know.
Shout out to my mom.
He only comes in my messenger, but for some reason I got an Instagram.
The verses would have been better, Joe, if they'd had a cook-off. That's it.
Yeah.
Put Rachel Ray in her place. She could have a cook-off.
Let's do this. So today, what is this? Week 3 of Women's Month on the Corner Combo. We have some very, very interesting people for you guys. Dion, are your people ready? Are we ready to go?
We got a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Just to introduce the question, and we can bring Beverly on.
I got you, Dion. Come on, Joe. Dion is always ready, bro. Don't do him like that, all right?
Bro, stop messing with the boy band.
Yeah, man. This Mike steady trying to divide and conquer.
It's not gonna happen, fam.
Let's see here. What we
got?
Oh,
McKinney, you are back. The original. That's why you was mad, fam. They tried to replace your spot in the band, bro. The solo after the riff. Oh, I get it.
Good luck with that one. Good luck with that one.
So let's see here. Our question for the ladies.
Wow.
Was it was pretty in depth, right? It was pretty in depth. And
how much are you worth?
I really hope you read the question and don't freestyle.
I know.
No.
That's what he looks like he's doing.
I'm not going to freestyle it. I'm not.
Okay, y'all stop talking to mom like that, bro. Both y'all, please.
Yeah, you got to give me a second here. You got to give me a second here.
Want me to read it, bro?
Please. I mean, you just jumped in and did that in the first fucking place, dirtbag.
Sorry, I was a pip. I was waiting on you to let me know.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Thank you. There has always been a market for feminine sexuality in this world. Why do you believe that there is a rise of women independently monetizing their brand, especially in a Me Too era, whether it's modeling or OnlyFans? OnlyFans, if you guys aren't familiar, is a new website. I don't believe it's an app. It's a website where young ladies, older ladies could go on in the comfort of their own home and show their life to the world however they see fit and get paid for it via subscription. Have you guys been familiar with that?
I've definitely heard of it. I haven't subscribed to anybody.
No, not at all.
Pornhub, me, please.
Yeah, for the free throw.
Okay.
Pornhub, X Hamster, X Video. Yes, all for the
There's
free
definitely people out here to say no Pornhub, and they are paying the money, and we'll find out tonight. We have some great guests. We have a couple of members for our corner convo, and we also have some members from my network that I wanted to bring in. One is Crystal St. Clair. She's a Kende, what is it?
lifestyle influencer.
Influencer.
Yes.
Yes.
Sir, a lifestyle influencer.
That boy's so smart.
And a great friend of mine, Paige Fernandez, she actually has an OnlyFans and is doing very well with it. And she will discuss later as well. So, Amon, if you're ready, you can bring on Beverly. I feel like I'm on a radio.
Let's see here. Yeah, no one's in the waiting room. We're waiting on Beverly.
Oh, yeah. She's not in the waiting room yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
How about Candace? Is she there?
No, sorry.
Wow.
Damn.
This is interesting.
It's neither here nor there. They'll get here. They'll get here.
Hey, I don't know how y'all thought y'all was gonna have the show without me, boy.
Hey man, hey look, you might be my new EP, man. I can't deal with this here. This is crazy.
Wow, that's kind of disrespectful.
Why
I can't control what they doing, man. I can only lead them to the water. They got to drink.
All right, so here comes Beverly. Beverly is from the Corner Convo. She is also a hell of a commenter and poster, and we definitely appreciate it. So let's go ahead and bring her in. Everybody clap it up for Beverly.
Ladies first, ladies first. Fucking feminine and ladylike. She's such a fucking lady. Yes, I am. Feminine and ladylike. She's such a fucking lady. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Oh, shit. What's going on, Miss?
Well, what's going on with you guys? Well, hello.
What up, man? What's happening?
Nothing much, man. How you been?
Good.
Okay.
Great.
So,
ready?
Beverly, you have the question. Is that correct?
I do.
Right. Dion, you want to repeat it one more time so we can just...
Sure, coming right up.
Thanks.
He like to hear you read, dog.
I do.
Clearly.
I'm the kid that never wanted to read in the classroom. I'm just not on that.
All right. So there has always been a market for feminine sexuality in the world. Why do you believe that there is a rise of women independently monetizing their brand, especially in a Me Too era, whether it's modeling or OnlyFans?
So I agree that women's sexuality has always been here. It's not new since the human race has been around. But I think what one of the differences is men kind of controlled it, right? So if there was a woman or there was a place where you went to see whatever you're going to see, and I'm talking about throughout the ages, not just what we have happening now, but throughout the ages, it was controlled by men. And we're reaching a place where we as women kind of have a different voice now in everything, not just in sexuality. There is a much louder voice that we've had, and we've never been able to speak this loud just in the history of our existence. So for them to take control of the brand and monetize it, I say have at it. If that's what it is you're going to do, go for it, as long as you're truly okay with it. For me, I'm all about people being really okay with the decisions that they're going to make just in life in general. And as an artist, I'm for every form of expression, right? If it's going to be sexual, it's sexual. Again, as long as you're clear about your intentions behind it. In the Me Too movement,
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, expound.
So be clear in that you're comfortable in being in that space. So
as a woman, you're saying?
As a woman, right?
Well, wait a minute though. Isn't some aspect or potential aspect of the intentions to deliberately take advantage of men's creepiness or their fantasy world? Like
fetishes.
Isn't there potential intention to take advantage of a person, not just to be out there purely sexual?
Well, but hasn't that always been the case? If I'm a strip on a pole, I'm stripping on a pole because I know you're gonna give me money for it.
I don't tip the strip club. You come over and ask for a drink.
The exception to the rule, people.
I know what you mean. Mm-hmm. You're doing something sexual, some sexual that arouses men sexually in the expectation that they're gonna shell out some kind of buck or you're gonna receive some kind of something back for it. I get what you're saying.
Right. So yeah, if I'm doing that, if that's the space that I'm in, then I understand that they're going to be the creepy guys that are there, right? I understand that. That's not new. Again, it's something that comes with the territory.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, what makes them creepy though?
Being creepy.
It could be a lot of things that make people creepy.
Yeah, it's weirdos out here. Let's be clear. Like you know,
Yeah.
you know the
I
line.
think people that are regulars at strip clubs and have one particular girl they always go to, I think that's creepy to me.
Well,
What did he say?
I'm sorry, I think it's creepy.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Me?
Yeah.
I think that guys that frequent the strip clubs or a strip club and has one particular stripper they just like gotta see, gotta have, gotta, you know what I'm saying, gotta.
So a regular.
Yeah.
So a regular is creepy. Okay.
Yeah, it could be any number of things if people kind of communicate with you in a weird way. Because have I had performances where I dance with Muntu Dance Theater.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on, Miss Carrington. I heard you say as an artist. So in the back of my mind, I had something for you. So let's be clear.
Clarity.
Thank you. Okay.
Right. Yes.
Carry on.
Yes. Muntu, like she classically trained, went to school, and I like in Jamaica. Yeah, classically trained. But I don't have no beef with strippers. I say, hey, cause that is hard. It is hard. So,
what are your thoughts on having an OnlyFans page?
So I've only been hearing about it. I've kind of looked it up to see
you've seen it. Don't do that.
No, I really haven't. I don't have a reason to go on OnlyFans. I don't have a site. But I did learn what it's about, right? With the subscriptions, and they only have it on the internet because you can't have sexual content on apps. So you have to do it via the internet, and the subscriptions can be from like $5 to.
Did our research.
Hello, right? You mentioned it. I'm gonna look it up.
Did it make you want to have one? Because they're now OnlyFans. No, hold on.
Wait, why is she saying so quick?
OnlyFans doesn't necessarily mean you're being raunchy, ranching, and whorish, right? You got.
Don't worry.
OnlyFans calling you now. They're calling you now.
OnlyFans CEO calling you right now.
It's all connected. My bad.
Yeah.
No, let's be clear. Like you can kind of do whatever you want to on OnlyFans, right? It can be foot fetish, all the other things that come along with sexuality. You can actually do on OnlyFans.
No, but that's a good point, Amon. I mean, because like to be fair, you know, I was raised around African dance my whole life, especially Muntu, and let's not pretend as if there isn't a fair amount of ass shaking in African dance.
Oh wait, hold, It's not what we about to do. Come back, brother.
All coming to America.
Let me finish. All I'm saying is, in the event that there was someone who wanted to go to the OnlyFans page just to see the same type of ass shaking you doing with the African skirt on at Muntu on the OnlyFans page, and they wanted to pay you for it, you telling me that wouldn't have some general?
No.
Yeah, it does.
Sorry. So I'm a professional dancer. I already get paid when I go on that.
By trade, this is what you do full time? This is by trade?
No, I used to be a Bossy's dispatcher.
Okay.
And
Hey, took care of it, brother.
Poor thing.
So now I work in the department that I go out and speak to the community and train people when they come in.
Okay.
He heard you the first time, though.
Poor thing. I was saying poor thing that you had to be his dispatcher.
No. He did what he was supposed to do. He knew when he heard me.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah. So right. No, back to Muntu though. So one thing though that I would like to make sure people understand inside of African dance is the context of movement, right? What we do and the whole part of it. So you can't just mention that the ass shaking part of it and think that that's okay, because the dances that we do come from all over the continent, and they're all different styles of dancing. And so for me, twerking, honey, that's not new. unfortunately, we take it and sexualize things here. Everything here gets sexualized in a way that people don't understand that I can do this dance, not trying to get you to necessarily just look at my ass, but look at everything that I'm doing in addition to it.
Your quadriceps, your calf muscles. I feel you.
There's a cultural reference. There's a cultural reference for where the dances come from. They come from traditions and ceremonies. I'm in full agreement with all of that. Yeah. I was just asking if
my bad.
And I feel like if there was a African dancer on OnlyFans, I'm sure they would have fans.
Oh, there are.
Here's the thing. It's a bunch of weirdos out here, and I'm sure they would love to see a woman shake their ass back, rotate, whatever. And a kunta.
Why do they have to be weirdos to see someone dance professionally?
Also,
call me a weirdo then. Fuck it. It's okay.
They can come to the theater and see us dance professionally.
Why? It's COVID-19. I can't go to the theater. I got no mask. I want to watch in my crib.
Well, we will have a performance that we'll be putting out. I'll let you know so that you can go ahead and participate and look at it. Thank you.
And you gotta wear a mask, Dion.
A corner.
No, real talk. I love Montu. I've literally grown up as a shorty watching Montu. My parents.
You probably see me.
Probably. I don't know. It's been a minute though. I haven't been in a while.
I've been there since '99.
Oh well, yeah. I've definitely seen you.
Yeah, I just didn't have. I was short hair at the time.
It's not.
There go the weirdo right there. We're talking about.
It's not a game.
Oh, that's not weird.
His an African.
First of all, Abasi or Miss Kunja, whatever your name is, Mr. Kungalina. What's your name?
Chocolisa.
Chocolisa. But my parents were working with Montu, so let's just be clear.
Excuses.
Yes,
what happened? Did you cut? You was at Kennedy King. You came to Kennedy King shows.
All of them. I was probably a shorty walking around in half of them shows. But no, I'm just saying. I totally understand what you're saying. I wonder because I think to Dion's original point or Amon's point, that there are people that may not be creepy or just on some super hypersexualization, but will support somebody in the arts, especially now, considering now you can't do as much. You can't do as many shows. So if there's a pivot to an OnlyFans, and you can do small renditions of something or small pieces in a fully artistic Alvin Ailey style way and get these same customers who supported the arts before to support you directly, just seems like it might be a marketing for it. I don't know. Maybe that's too entrepreneurial. It
might be, I think, part of it. So with the performance and you putting your choreography out there, there is a weirdness inside of that just because you don't always want to put the whole video of what it is you do. That's your bread and butter. You can't give it out to everybody.
Right.
You don't see whole shows posted because you won't go to the theater. And artists right now are struggling everywhere. Yeah. All of them. And my heart goes out to them. I am blessed in that I've worked with the city the whole time. So I was able to go between the two kind of fields.
Yeah, they call us essential.
Huh?
They call us essential.
Essential. Yes, I am an essential employee.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't, goddamn it.
But yeah, artists they might be able to use it that way, but I think OnlyFans has a connotation that completely deals with sex. I haven't heard any reference of OnlyFans other than sexual content. And I don't know if you necessarily want to be associated with that route with your artistry.
Excellent point.
All right. So, Beverly, you've been a part of the corner for a while now. Mm-hmm. What is what makes you love the corner convo so much?
I like that the conversations are respectful. I like, especially as a woman, I like that we can kind of vocalize how we feel about stuff, and we're not immediately a back and forth and a Facebook back and forth. G's on P's. Like nobody. Maybe I'm too old for that. Like I don't have time to go back and forth with you on this post.
Hell no.
And that's ridiculous. Okay, go live your life. Go do what you do. But I appreciate that we can have really great conversations, and all of the viewpoints don't always agree with one another, but nobody seems to take it personal that we don't.
That sounds like this show right here, because I'm always right and they always wrong and gang up on me.
Well, Abasi, we just smile and nod with you.
Well, look, Miss Carrington, I definitely appreciate you coming through. I definitely want to give you another birthday shout out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Okay, and you're still enjoying it.
Okay, I'm gonna come back. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Bring
This is
it down.
recorded. Other people gonna see it. Ooh, okay.
Get in these streets. Pull your cup up. You know what I mean? Pull up in the corner whenever you want to.
It's COVID.
COVID cup, goddamn it. There you go. Anyway, we're glad you came through.
Yep. Thanks
Beverly.
Me.
Thank you, Beverly. Much love.
Yay.
All right, have a good one.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
I don't care.
What is wrong with you, man?
That's the problem. You don't care.
Yes.
That's the issue.
All right.
That's to do something with that, motherfucker.
That was great, man. Shout out to Beverly Carrington. Okay?
Kudos.
Didn't know there was a whole,
funny story, dog. Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I first got to where I'm at, she was the only person that could understand what I was saying on the radio. On the police radio, the only person, dog. It was fucked up, bro.
That's actually not hard to believe by any standard of imagination.
Whatsoever.
Like, not even a little bit. Took me at least 3 shows. Took me at least 3 shows. I just knew we disagreed, so I could just say the opposite side. I didn't actually have to hear what the hell you said.
Next we got Candace. Yeah, he's shooting. So he stepped in the gym, he been shooting. Let's be clear.
Yep.
So we got Candace Morgan.
Champ is here.
Candace, Dion, do you have a backstory on Candace?
No. I'm sure Bossy, do you know? You guys went to school with her. I know she went to Lane Tech.
Lane Tech, let's go.
That's all I know.
No more Lane Tech.
That's what I was trying to say, Kende. These Lane Tech motherfuckers, man.
I'm just saying, like, just to be fair, man, like it's such a narrow scope of opinion, bro.
Invite your people, fam.
I did. They're up next, fam. They're up next.
There's over 13 people on the Corner Convo page. At least 800 of them got to be women, and y'all keep coming up with only Lane Tech.
Dion picks these people.
They're up next, buddy.
Hey, look, without further ado, man, we're going to bring another fellow Laneite in the building, Candace Morgan. Been a huge supporter of the Corner Convo since word go. Let's put your hands and feet together right now for Candace Morgan.
She's so fucking feminine and ladylike.
Yo, Lane Tech.
Oh,
yeah. She just realized
she's such a fucking lady. Yes.
Yeah, you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. You see that look on her face? You know you done fucked up.
Welcome to the corner, Candace. Let's get it.
Hi guys.
What's going on?
Nothing
So before we get started, I gotta throw Candace under the bus a little.
Wow.
How long? It took about a half hour to do our.
We needed to discuss that.
To do our Zoom check. She was doing this, so we get on. We got video, and she just like, I'm like, I can't hear you. She's still talking to him. She's like, oh, you can't hear me.
Oh, we were cool.
You know what, though, Candace? Let me give you proper. That's called a tech run.
Yes.
And I feel like in some cases, somebody who runs this show should probably have made sure you have one of those prior to. So
see, I like you. I knew. I like you.
I'm just talent here. I don't have anything to do with the organization. I am just talent, pure and unadulterated.
Candace, you know I heat your ass up, so you know I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Listen, behave yourself.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. All right, so Dion, let's repeat the question one more time.
Bro, would you get the question mic'd up, host?
I'm not reading out loud, fam. It's just not gonna happen.
Dude, this is a host.
Man.
Awful. All right. Where are we? There we go. There has always been a market for feminine sexuality in the world. Why do you believe that there is a rise of women independently monetizing their brand, especially in the Me Too era, whether it's modeling or OnlyFans? I'm starting to notice that Amon just can't read long paragraphs. But go ahead.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so first, let me start by saying we live in a monetized society, right? We all work for companies or corporations, and they decide what our worth is, what our time, what our skills, what everything is worth, right? And the goal is to be your own businessman or woman, right? That's what everyone's goal is, to work for yourself. So I want to start there because technically, I don't think there is a rise. You know, Craigslist, people been selling themselves on Craigslist forever. Heidi Fleiss and call girls were a thing forever.
Candace, are you calling these OnlyFans prostitutes?
Here's the thing. No.
Because Heidi Fleiss.
I'm talking about monetizing oneself, right? And they've been doing this for a long time. People have been using MySpace to do this. So it's not like there's a rise. I think what there's a rise in is the need to invalidate the Me Too movement. And I think that there are a lot of ways to do that. And it's just like with racism, people are like, see, this person did it. So it's all null and void. So I don't really think there is a rise, you know?
Okay. Well, do you ever think there'll be a point where, even though you don't think there's a rise, where women can brand, will control their brand and how they monetize themselves, and have to pay out to no one, have to be able to receive everything they feel they're worth when they monetize themselves via, OnlyFans or, however they want to do things. If we're talking this sexual fucking just.
I mean, sex sells, man. Sex sells, and they figured out a way
with the save.
You know what I mean? They get paid. You know what I mean? At the end of the fucking day, like you put your foot in they call it a fucking foot fetish, right? If you walking around in your fucking lingerie, you know what I mean? It's freaky and nasty, but you're not really getting naked. If you just show a little ass and twerk, you're only twerking. Like, it's sex, and it's just different levels of how you sell it at the end of the fucking day.
My thing is you paying somebody though. Somebody getting a cut off every time.
Yeah,
but that's the point where you get 100% of what you're doing.
They could create their own page. They could create their own website. OnlyFans is just making it easy for people that don't want to figure out the coding to do it themselves. So they definitely could, but I don't think it's just women.
Abasi has an OnlyFans. Abasi has an OnlyFans, people. World, okay.
And they has a question, guys.
No, I didn't know there was dudes on OnlyFans, but that's a whole nother thing. But no, Candace, my point is, why would you? My question was going to be, so just being 100 without saying names, obviously. Do you have friends, acquaintances that have the account? And do you feel like these are individuals who are actually focused on striving towards financial independence? Or do you feel like these are individuals who are kind of just getting in where they fit in? And be 100, you ain't got to say no names.
Okay, first, let me say I love those paintings behind you. They are giving me life. Second, okay, yes, I do. And it's a thin line of what I feel and what is my business. You know what I mean? Like, I know people who have accounts because and first of all, OnlyFans was for artists, okay, y'all. It wasn't for what it became. It was for artists. So,
aren't they like artists in their own right?
Right. You see, I really am not rocking with you today, though, but I see what you're doing. It's okay. Yes, they are artists in their own right, but I'm speaking of like poets and painters and things like that.
Musicians.
Digital creators.
Right. Okay. So yes, to answer your question, I do know people. If I had to say what I feel, there are mothers out here trying to make, an extra source of income. There are, I'm sure, men out here trying to make an extra source of income. And it is what it is, sex sells. I think Amon started ranting, but he said that as well. So
definitely started ranting.
I mean, I feel like this, right? Ladies, get your OnlyFans on, right? Because you've been giving it away for free for a long time any fucking way, right? You might as well
Giving what away for free?
Right.
Giving the sex away, brother.
We don't give away sexuality for free?
Not you.
Not you.
I definitely do. Let me tell you something. I'm going to talk to Ed Stephanie after the show to get my thick ass on OnlyFans. Somebody got a fan base. What? It's going to be my ass.
What?
Okay.
So Dion,
keep that ass up.
Wow.
Shit, we talking 5 figures in half a month?
Hey, so ladies, let us know if you want to see. That's crazy. That's crazy. But no, also real shit. Like at the end of the day, if you've been getting it off and you are okay with your sexuality, you're at one with yourself. I mean, you don't have to touch anyone. You're on a freaking camera. Like, do you?
Listen, I will be honest completely. I thought about making one for my feet because I was like, what the fuck? That's an extra source of income, and there's freaks out here that want to see my feet. You know what? Not freaks in a bad way, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
With you talk your shit. Talk your shit.
I was like, hey, let's run it. You know, maybe I can make a little change. But it's just not where I'm at in my life. Yeah. I just can't do it. So
doing the research, it seems like the basis of it is like pictures, right? And then the users have the opportunity to tip said person to do something different. A lot of people always say, oh, I got Pornhub, said Abasi earlier. Most people, I was talking to a Corner Convo member yesterday, are still just, they're voyeurs. Everybody has this voyeurism like personality, so they want to be able to control what they're seeing, which is, all right, let me tip this person and see what happens. So more power to them, and I respect their grind.
It's video as well too, right?
Yeah, it's videos, pictures.
I think so. I've seen
there's videos.
Intro videos.
Just to your earlier point about the invalidating of the Me Too movement, right? I think that was a great point to make, by the way. I am going to ask, is it who's the owner of OnlyFans company? Is it a man or a woman?
Great question.
I'll look that up for you.
I don't know. I would love to know. It's probably a man.
It's probably a man.
That was
right?
sexist.
Like, and I guess that begs the question to me still. That begs the question to me still. Then, like in the Me Too era, I guess if you come out explicitly,
guess how old he is.
Oh, he's got to be 80 something.
No,
he's a baby.
37-year-old dude.
I'm gonna say 32. Yeah.
His name is Timothy Stokely, and he's a son of a banker.
We should have been the first to do it.
And he looks like Maluma.
Shout out to Tim, man. Way to go, kid.
You guys can see him.
What were
there
you
he
saying?
is.
I'm just saying that it begs the question that if this guy is openly providing a free avenue for women to do whatever they so feel necessary, and men are allowed to pay and, you know, be a part of. I don't see it so much as trying to invalidate the Me Too movement as pointing out the confusion behind when is it okay and when is it not, right? And not to go into the extreme cases where like drugging people and like openly raping, like we're talking closer to the blurred line area here, right? Like this dude runs a company and his company is based on women offering provocative images of themselves. You know, where's the outrage, I guess is what I'm saying. If in the same regard in society, that shouldn't be all good in the first place. Or am I off base?
It's not okay, so I'm gonna say again, it's not only women that are on OnlyFans. I don't have an account, but I do know that it's not just women. And I think we blur the line unnecessarily. You know what I mean? And
put your hair in a ponytail, like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. We blur our lines unnecessarily because everything doesn't have to be a where is the line drawn? You know, why can't this just be an avenue of sexuality? And it is what it is.
But that's what men ask all the time. Why can't it just be an avenue of sexual expression? But then all of a sudden you all over the news. Like, I feel like men have to draw a line. We don't have the option to not draw a line. Women can choose whether to pick a line or not. We ain't got no choices.
No, I think we all have choices.
We can draw the line, but we don't honor our own line most of the time, right?
There you go.
Like, if we're being honest.
Hold on, let me look at your screen. I wasn't even looking at it. Like, say that again.
Yeah. Hit the rewind, man. You know what I mean? We'll get back to it in the recording.
That was good though. That was a valid point.
You've been hanging around me long. Okay, brother, you're learning. I see. All right.
So, Candace, also, I know you are a fan of the camera. I do see a lot of your pictures, and you do your thing with it. Do you use a professional photographer, or is that just some iPhone type shit that you do?
A fan of the camera. I don't know if that was a dig or not, but
no. See, I was being dead ass. No, I'm a fan of the camera. Like the camera loves me. That's what I'm saying. The camera loves you. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you. I have taken professional photos. I recently took some professional photos that were very empowering because I wanted to just own my sexuality.
Okay.
And then of course I got the iPhone as well. So I do think
Smart move.
Everyone should take professional photos at some point. I think it's just a great form of expression. Yes. So
I agree.
I feel like a bossy should get the last question in. I feel like a bossy, this should be your question.
I asked mine already, so I'm good on that.
It's mine. There's no S, bro. It's mine. Singular. Not two of you asking for the same thing. It's one person. Mine.
The smart guy is back, man. The smart guy is back.
I asked mine with a Z motherfucker already. So I'm good.
Who are you?
Dion, let's go ahead and ask the most important question of
I do got a question.
Here he comes. God damn.
Since you've been a member of the Corner Combo, what have you enjoyed, liked, or loved about it, thus far?
All right.
Fuck you, buddy.
I love that it's an open space. I love that there's some real good conversations that come from that, men and women. It's just, especially now that it's private, it's a really good space to open up.
Say the last part again. Now that it's what?
Private.
Okay. Tell them on that shit. Try to tell them.
It's a great space just for communication, because I think we lack communication in so many ways and so many levels.
So many.
That was so well spoken. You know what? Thank you.
A corner.
Hey, you are amazing, Candace. Shout out to you. Thank you for always supporting the corner, even when it wasn't even this big, but you've been rocking, supporting, giving me all kind of input, and I definitely appreciate it. For real.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you guys for having me.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Excellent.
Is there anybody in the waiting room yet?
Yes. Influencer.
Lifestyle influencer.
Lifestyle influencer. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring in, is it Chris?
You have the question ready, Amon? I want you to read it.
I'm not reading, bro. I'm already told you I'm not reading.
Why can't you read, bro?
I can't read. I'm
illiterate. Such an adamant thing. Like, what is it? Is it like your kryptonite or something? Like, are you going to turn into a
three lines, he can't do it.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Sorry.
Water to the gremlin. All right, man.
Hey, you know what? We should just have Monique pour him up 2 glasses. He'll read it. It just won't sound shit like what's
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying? Let's we have Crystal St. Clair, right? She's a lifestyle influencer on IG. Dion, is there any more of a backstory than we need in that, or we just bring
Crystal's been doing influencing before it was even known. Since back in 2012. She's a friend of a friend, friend of Bree Drake. If you saw the Drake and Travis Scott video, Bree Drake was in that, and she gave me Crystal's info. Crystal has about close to 70,000 followers on her Instagram, and literally all what she has to do is live her life, and she's getting paid for it. So more power to her. I am looking forward to this interview. Let's bring on Crystal St. Clair.
Let's go, Crystal.
She's so fucking feminine and ladylike. Such a fucking lady. Yes, I am.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey, how are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Great. Welcome to the corner. Let's get her started. Aman, are you going to read the question?
I've already told you I'm not reading the question. Crystal, how you doing, Crystal?
Wait, she don't get the intro? She get the intro right now, Dion?
Bro, we did the intro.
Oh, yeah. In the building.
Oh, my God. Sorry, Crystal. He's playing basketball, and you just came into the gym, so. God dang. All right. Here's the question, which I sent you earlier. There has always been a market for feminine sexuality in the world. Why do you believe that there is a rise of women independently monetizing their brand, especially in the Me Too era, whether it's modeling or OnlyFans?
I feel as though women have always been monetizing their brand long before the Me Too era, but now the Me Too era made it more prevalent for women to be able to comfortably do so. And because of the Me Too era, you know, we do have such things as Instagram models who believe, like, whether anyone likes it or not, they're the ones that have the millions of followers. So clearly people love that they're able to do so. You know, you see girls post their OnlyFans. I know people that have made, you know, like I said, $30,000 in 14, 15 days. And when you go
Crystal and I were talking yesterday, and she told me, tell them about your good buddy. From the 1st to the 15th, she's made what, about $37,000 already on her OnlyFans?
Yep, she's made $33,000, and she, you know, she posted that on her close friends, but people are paying. People are paying, and all she posts on her close friends is the exact same photos that are on her Instagram, literally. So the fact is, people now are more comfortable with promoting themselves, posting whatever they want to post. If women can feel more liberated now than they probably have ever been, and now it's acceptable. It's not something that's, you know, scorned upon. Now it's popular.
Let me ask you this, right? Like, because you mentioned that, and I agree actually that women have always kind of had the opportunity. That it's not a new thing, right? That women have always had access to sexuality in a way that men don't, right? And thus women's ability to use it for whatever the case, whether it's financial or not, just in general, the idea of being able to promote sexuality kind of always has fell more in the woman's corner. But do you feel like it's more that, or that in today's kind of COVID era, where we all kind of accept and expect that people are probably looking for new avenues for income, right? Probably looking for new ways to keep up with things. Do you feel like the explosion, or that I guess let me ask you that flat out. Do you think it's actually growing right now?
So first of all, I don't believe that it's women were already doing it prior because, you know, it was easier for them. I think it was men that kind of made it cool for women to feel, you know, okay having the sexier jobs. For instance, we had the video vixens. That was a big thing. You have the girls that were strippers and are now, you know, have millions of followers, like the Lyra Galores and the Miracle Wattses. You know, those were people that were glorified even though they had those positions in life, those jobs, you know? So I think that's where it became popular for women to want to be sexier. I think the men are the ones that really push that forward, because with profiles like with platforms like Instagram, we see who has the numbers. You know, it's not the fashion girls. It's not the, you know, it's the girls that are showing some skin. You know, so
I feel like that's always been the case.
Feel like that's what people want to see.
So, Crystal, let me ask you this: the term digital creator or lifestyle influencer, where do those terms come from? Is that something that's because you're successful on the internet? Is that just a new term that someone had to create, or is that something that you say, yeah, no, I create content, so I'm a creator, and this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm going with, and this is the wave? Because I see that those terms used a lot.
Okay, so at first, someone like me, I was a blogger. I would create content, take photos. Then they turned, then people started, and to be a blogger, you used to need a website.
Yeah.
Then it turned into nobody wanted to go on your website anymore because you're posting the same photos on your website on Instagram. So then people who never had blogs started posting on Instagram and started influencing. So somehow the term influencer was coined. But then I guess maybe to separate the different types of influencer, because there are people in different industries. I know food influencers and people that are in this field. There are people that are in nightlife influencers. But then there are people that do it all and just embody their complete lifestyle. That would be where a lifestyle influencer comes into play.
So for the women that are listening, because this is Women's Month, and again, thank you for coming on. How do you monetize yourself, right? How do you get to the big box stores, brands, or however that you get your check, right? How do you get there?
That's a great question, Amon, and me and Crystal was talking about it. I was going to ask so I can add to it.
Okay.
Crystal, explain the difference in how you influence, because we had spoke and you were a luxury influencer. Explain that.
Yes. So myself and a lot of my close friends are all influencers. It just happened to be that way. So from my perspective, the type of brands that I work with are more the higher end brands, the big names, the more expensive, higher market brands, because that is the lifestyle that I have. So naturally, that is what people that go on my page, that's what you're going to see, you know? So those are the types of brands that I attract. Now, on the other hand, I have friends that they make more than me from like Fashion Nova and brands that are more common, more everyday, more for everybody. So
you're like the Bentley of influencers, huh? You're like the poor. I see you.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying
to
be.
Okay.
And I've had to learn not all money is
it's good money for sure.
For me, you know,
Thank you.
I
just
can get a Fashion Nova deal, but if I get that $50K Fashion Nova deal, is Chanel gonna give me a deal too after they see the type of, you know, brands I'm working with? So that's also really important to know your niche and focus on it and target on it. Don't stray away too much.
Yep.
Crystal, also, why don't you talk about how it is being a Black woman in your 20s doing this, being in this industry? Talk about
that.
I checked out your agency. It wasn't a lot of melanin, if you will, that I saw, and I'm like, damn, she must feel contrived, or you feel like you're shining because you are one of few.
In regards to the agency I work with, you know, when I had signed with them, I knew who they were long before, and everybody I had ever seen them work with them was white. I probably contacted them a few years ago, probably like, hey, and they were like, no. But, you know, me and the owner did have an honest conversation about how, you know, there was a lack of representation, and, you know, they're making it their mission to sign a lot more women of not only Black women, but women of diversity. Yes. But what's crazy is the type of deals I get, the other girls don't get. Because I am a Black woman that is in this, there aren't a lot of luxury Black bloggers. When I go on my Explore page, all I see is white girls.
Yep.
All on my Explore page that post the same type of photos as me. There aren't a lot of Black women that do what I do. So that has benefited me so much in my career because of the lack of representation. I'm noticing I get DMs like, thank you, you know, I'm so happy to see someone like you. We love seeing Black women prosper. We love seeing Black women in luxury. We want to normalize Black women living their best lives. Yeah. We don't want to see women struggling anymore, you know? So it's definitely benefited me in my
Let me ask in following up with that, right? Like, because we notice, I think, across the board that with everything that's going on in the world, there is this increased motivation to hire Black people to do stuff, either because you want to make it look like you're doing it, or because you're really serious about it. And we know that there's a threshold on that. Just as a younger woman, right? And in this particular position that's very public facing, very, very publicly focused, and brand awareness is directly attached to it. How do you feel, like, what would you consider the message to be to younger Black women? We're saying teenage Black women. Like, is this idea, because, and this is just my guess. My guess is that there's the potential misconstruing of the message that as long as you are making money and expressing luxury, then you are living a happy lifestyle as a Black woman, right? And I feel like there's the potential for a younger Black girl to arrive at your age and not have that access and feel a certain level of loss, or as if she's less than because she's not living in
She doesn't have it, right? Well, in my case, I'm a little older than, you know, the popular Instagram girls. I'm not old, but I'm pushing 30. But what I see a lot of is I see these 20, 21, 22-year-olds that feel like they need to have a Bentley truck and a Rolex and a Chanel bag. Now everybody needs a Birkin, right? That's like the thing. So it's like, it's really, really unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate that that's the current circumstance. And I think that's also caused by rappers. You know, the rappers are getting younger and younger. Their girlfriends are younger and younger. They see these the fabulous life that 21-year-old girls their age live, and they think that's the norm. And, you know, like Keke Palmer had posted a tweet the other day, like, what happens to having a regular job? People are too prideful to want to do something that isn't deemed as, you know, lit on the internet.
Right.
So I emphasize having an honest, hardworking job. Like, my job is not easy. I shoot photos. I shoot 3 outfits a day for hours, you know, because it's a high demand job. So it's not something that, you know, I do the bare minimum and make some money. So that's something that I'm trying to re-normalize, shall I say, with the younger women that follow me.
That it is still work. It is not just given to you because you're pretty.
You need to work, and the luxury isn't everything, and it's not something that you need to force. You know, I have a friend that just bought a house that has never owned a designer bag. You know, her morals are different. Like, me and this girl had this conversation yesterday. You know, she's like, I know nothing about bags, but I want one.
Right.
You know,
because the internet says you should. Yeah.
Can I ask you this real quick? I mean, after everything you just said, and these guys asked some great questions and very intelligent brothers, man. First of all, I don't like the fact you have an iPhone. I'm gonna start there. Okay, we're gonna do Android next. But if you could
don't even listen to that.
If you could tell people anything that want to get into this lane that you're thriving in, what advice or what words do you have for them?
For getting into my industry.
If they're curious about that, yes.
Okay, the advice I would give anyone would to be get into anything with get into it wholeheartedly, because you genuinely want to do it, not because it's what gives you what you want, if that makes sense. I think, like you said, the idea of adults in general feeling like they need to get fast money, that's like the big thing now. So it's like, if you're gonna, and when I say fast money, I don't mean like in a bad way, I just mean whatever is popular. Like, hey, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to do TikToks and make money, or this or that. It's do it wholeheartedly, because you have to realize, once you start monetizing something, it's not a hobby anymore, it's work. You know, you have to literally, and it's not gonna last if you don't have the ability to put in the work, and you're not gonna want to put in the work if you don't have a passion.
One more question. You had mentioned earlier that your friend that has the OnlyFans, which was in the question, she only posts stuff that she posts regularly. So basically what you're saying is the stereotype that OnlyFans is girls shaking their ass or being butt naked. That's how they're making money. Explain that.
I actually fully disagree with that because that's something I actually considered making. I wanted to make an OnlyFans because a lot of my DMs about, hey, how do you do what you do? How do you edit your photos? How do you do this? How do you get a hold of brands? So
That's not free.
Something I'm like, I'm not telling y'all for free anymore.
Exactly.
I want to help you out, but it would be at the disservice to myself. For me, I've been doing this since 2012, okay? It would be 8 years of disservice for me to give you all the knowledge I've acquired over 8 years for free, you know? So that's something I wanted to make an OnlyFans for because I knew that people would subscribe. But
is there any avenue of it though that you will give away for free, just like to bring up the next one? Like, is there some corner of it that's like, you know what? Shorty really don't know what's up, and I really want to help her out so that she can step up. Is there a lane for that?
See, I feel like no, because it has to be instant. Because
Talk
people
your
know
shit.
the vibe.
Talk your shit.
Hey, I ain't
They
mad
know
at
the
you. I ain't
vibe.
look, I'm about to start an OnlyFans myself. I'll be giving away free advice all day, so I ain't mad. I just wanted to know because that's a hard line to draw, right? That's a hard line.
Yeah, you can. And I know some people have been talking about that for a while. Like, people are charging like $100 for the OnlyFans accounts that are like really informative things. Like, I know people that are using it for like to help people with like what's this, like to be a pharmacy school, like to teach them this, like just really the important stuff that people really need.
I could start a page for this shit.
Yes.
It's like replacing trade school, just virtual.
Exactly.
It's literally like weekly webinars. Like, you know what I mean? Something like weekly Zoom meetings.
Oh, it's on, bro. You just put me on. Appreciate you,
Crystal, you are definitely the shit. Okay, first of all, thank you. All right, I definitely appreciate you. Shout out to you and Dion making this happen. You are
actually shout out to Bree Drake for linking us.
Bree Drake.
Thank you, Bree Drake.
Shout out. We will be tagging you. You know what I mean? When we put it up, you know what I mean? Repost all that good shit. You know how we do.
Tell all your friends you'll be on Spotify, all of that, and we're gonna get Crystal to join the corner.
Did you just tell the cultural lifestyle influencer to tell all of her friends? She not tell her friends nothing. All the people that she culturally lifestyle influences are going to understand what's happening.
I'm gonna tell them.
Crystal, hey, you gotta understand. People like Crystal can be bougie and assholes. She is extremely down to earth. She was very nice the whole process. She's awesome.
First of all, I'm a clown. So,
and she represents Chi-Town. Chi-Town all day.
Let's go. This weekend.
She'll be here this weekend.
Holla at the corner combo. You know how to reach us. We good out here.
Thank you.
Send you everything, Crystal. I thank you for joining the show. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Thanks, Chris.
And I got to re-up my wine. We got one more?
Yeah, there's one more. OnlyFans coming in.
OnlyFans. You want me to wait for young?
Yeah, we gotta wait for our host. If he's not here, then what? Let's just start talking shit about Abasi. Hey, you want me to do a question like Abasi?
I ain't have to go that far.
So, what you saying?
Hey, man, ask questions like Ray Charles.
Hey, so what I'm asking you is, when you were saying earlier that your friend.
Hey, what's funny? The first thing I was gonna say is maybe he's gonna make eye contact with the camera because there's a game on tonight.
Yes.
You see the fuck this nigga is on.
Hey, man, I love you, man. That was my bad. I love you, man. You my guy, bro.
Oh, that's classic.
Oh shit.
Hey, let's bring Paige in, man.
Paige Fernandez. Do we have a quick backstory on Paige?
Yes, Paige used to work for me when I was managing at Twin Peaks.
Flex.
Great employee. Her ass is always late. but she was one of my best employees.
Great employee.
And if you guys have questions about OnlyFans, Paige is the person to ask. Ask away.
She has an OnlyFans, fellas. We're going in.
She's gotten a lot of haters about it, but we'll talk about what she's making. Let's bring her in.
Let's get it.
She's so fucking feminine and ladylike. She's such a fucking lady. Yes, I am.
No video?
Let's go, Paige.
Hold on, can't hear.
There she goes.
There we are.
Hey, Paige. She had to get ready, though.
Yes, I am.
All right, Paige.
She's so fucking feminine and ladylike.
She's playing a long ass song.
Fucking lady. Yes, I am.
No, he played it twice.
I had to bring that back, man. We was having technical difficulties.
No, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
What is that? All right, guys. Welcome, Paige, to the show. I'm going to read the question, and then we're going to get into it. Paige, we've had 3 other guests. We spoke about OnlyFans, and I let everyone know that you have an account, and you know the basis of it and the success that you've had. So there's always been a market for feminine sexuality in the world. Why do you believe that there is a rise of women independently monetizing their brand, especially in the Me Too era, whether it's modeling or, in your case, OnlyFans?
I think a lot of the reason has to do with the coronavirus, because people have been out of jobs, like bartenders, even like dancers, you know, entertainment, all that's been like down for a while. And I feel like once one person does it, immediately like it gives other girls like, you know, it took me a while to actually make the account. Like everybody was telling me like, you should do it. I was like, no, I don't want to put myself out there like that. But then like the first like 2 days, I was like, oh my God, I should have did this like months ago. It's crazy.
Can I ask you just a clarifying question, because I don't want to use the wrong terms. Is OnlyFans technically sex work?
Hold on, I could not hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know why.
Well, no, Paige, you're good. We can hear you. Just keep talking, Kende.
Did you hear him, Paige?
I can kind of hear you.
All right. So what he asked was, is OnlyFans considered sex work?
Yes and no. Because like you don't necessarily have to like sleep with people on it. Like I don't do that. But like plenty of girls do, and I'm sure it makes it more popular, and like you get your, but I feel like at that point you might as well just, you know, take the whole road and just do like porn, you know.
Well, to clarify though, I guess I've heard, at least in similar circles, can you hear me now? Is my question coming
a little
through?
bit?
Oh, I'm still low? Okay. Let me get closer to the mic.
How about this though? I don't know when you got in, but does having an OnlyFans page and viewers an incentive for you to stay in shape, and how long do you plan on doing this OnlyFans?
You can't hear him.
No, I don't know why. My volume's all the way up.
All right.
So you got a mic.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Paige? We're good.
She can only hear me.
She's only connected to Dion. Okay, so
wow.
So Dion, go ahead and ask.
Dion, we're gonna ask you our question.
No, say it again, Abasi. I'll repeat it.
I figured it out.
Okay, you figured it out?
Got it.
Oh wait, so wait. If that's the case, I'm asking my question first, because Abasi punk ass got his little, you know.
You've been talking the whole show.
Hey, that ain't.
I'm gonna be nice today though. I'm cool.
This nigga.
Go ahead, McKinday.
My question, Paige, is that I know people that do showgirl work, that do, you know, they don't have sex, but it's my understanding is that if you are involved in sex, sexual exploitation, and there's money exchange, that's technically considered sex.
Yeah, that's true then. Yeah.
So then my second question was, what were you doing prior to this? Because you say coronavirus is one of the biggest motivators. What were you doing prior to this?
I was bartending and waitressing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Paige, before we like continue with the OnlyFans, like explain like the difference, because when we were back at Twin Peaks, explain like the clientele that we used to have to deal with coming into Twin Peaks and how all of that situation worked as compared to now.
No different.
Really?
It's probably
It's the same. You just don't gotta be there.
Right. People, yeah, because they can send you personal messages and everything, you know. So you definitely get bothered a lot. But it's kind of like a business. You got to keep up with it. You got to respond to messages. You got to like market it. You have to promote it. Like everything. It's fun.
Let me ask you this, Paige.
Bro, hold on, dog.
No. I'm already here. As a person,
have some class, guys. She's here. She'll answer everybody's question.
Okay. I don't know when you began your OnlyFans page, but I wonder if it's an incentive for you to stay in shape, and how long do you plan on doing OnlyFans?
I don't plan on doing it for a very long time. Like I'm going to school right now to be a pharmacy technician, so I don't think it goes like hand in hand. Like, you know, so right now it's good and it's helped me a lot during the coronavirus. I actually think I've made more money during these couple months than I was before. So.
Oh, dope. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before I was rudely interrupted by my co-host, how do you, or do you try to hide your OnlyFans from your friends and family? Like, or do they know and you just like, fuck it, I'm grown, I do what I do?
Yeah, I promote it all over my Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, you gangsta. Hold on.
OG shit.
Always has been. So, Paige, speaking of your Facebook and Instagram, I saw a post, and we had talked about it earlier. There's guys that will get on your page, and they will say, oh, I see you got an OnlyFans. I'll just do Pornhub or stuff like that. How do you like, and I know Paige is very outspoken. She's not shy. She'll say how she feels. How do you like come at these people that come at you like on some hating?
Well, for example, that guy who said like Pornhub is free, like I got a bunch of like laughs on it, and I was like, that's funny because 6 out of the 7 people that are laughing are subscribed to my OnlyFans.
Hey, talk your shit.
Take that for data.
Exactly.
Let me ask you this, Paige, just real quick. So, like, considering, right, like you're very open about it, which I think just in general, I think anybody who's honest and open about themselves, I don't care what it is, honestly.
Right.
I think that's the #1 way to be. I think that diminishes a lot of other bullshit down the line, right? But speaking of down the line, so, you know, you leave OnlyFans, you are now, you know, full-fledged pharmacist, and the person of your dreams finds out that you have this page and they have a problem with it. How are you gonna handle that?
I feel like, you know, if you don't like it, then that sucks.
It rocks.
Even if it's the person that you personally, like, they didn't know nothing about it. It's been years in the past. You are fully invested in this person. You love this person, and then they find out, and you're just saying you're just gonna turn around on a whim, like fuck you, then.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that, but I would be like, if they want to leave me for that, I can't stop you. You know what I mean? If I'm not doing it anymore, I don't think that's fair.
Does it affect your dating life now?
No, not necessarily.
Cool.
Yeah. So
what's
far,
the necessarily part?
He said, "What's the necessarily part?"
What's the necessarily part?
The not necessarily. Like,
So
do
she
you
said not, but necessarily meaning that there might be.
What I heard is she say she get to choose. She's got options. So people don't want to deal with it. Then she will have to deal with that.
So, Paige, obviously, I know you personally managing. You're a mom.
Yeah.
How does that entail? And they didn't know, but how does that work into this process as well?
Well, the thing is, with OnlyFans, there's like a certain code in the website that you cannot screenshot or do anything, and if you do, you're immediately blocked off.
Okay,
like
that's Snapchat shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Nice, but also like I'm not going like full on like porn star, like fun pictures, you know, and it's like if you want to pay, thanks.
Can I ask you one quick question as well?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bossy.
What is your, sorry, McKenna, what is your, or do you have a standout OnlyFans story?
I was going to ask
like, oh, see, okay. Maybe, go ahead. Maybe you better.
No. Go ahead, Bossy. I thought that was a good question.
That was just simple. That's it.
They were asking if you have a standout story about OnlyFans.
A standout story?
You know, like some dude probably offering you money to show your toenail or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say that again. What'd you say?
There's definitely some weird people out there, weird questions. But that's just like I said, like working at Twin Peaks, I literally dealt with the same thing, but that was in person, so it makes it even more weird. Like this.
You got no teeth for us, huh? I'm disappointed. Damn.
Paige, let me see, these boys is bullshitting. Let me get to the shits. Right. We have a platform, all right, and listenership is crazy right now. We are the #1 podcast in Chicago. Let me just start there, so you know how big Chicago is. What is the bag like? What is the bag like?
So I'll just be honest. The past 3 months that I've had it, I've pulled in over $10,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask Paige to that point, because I mean, at this point, this is my first investigation of OnlyFans through this conversation.
It's an investigation.
I'm an investigator by trade. But I'm wondering, so what's the most like mundane, like non-sexual, like explicit thing you've seen on OnlyFans? Because I'm trying to find out if there's a lane for me.
I have OnlyFans accounts, but I don't follow anybody else. So I don't really know, but I've heard from other people, just like, I don't know. I feel like the quality has to be good. Your skills, your personal skills have to be good in order to really be successful on it. And you have to be confident. Like, it's all about confidence.
Wait, one more question. One more follow-up. Sorry, y'all. So walk me through a session. Do you tell people you're about to go online? Is there like a schedule, or do you just hit the button?
No, it's literally just like an Instagram account. So I post I want, whatever time I want, and then they can see it and view it. So they pay a monthly subscription, and then you pay per view. So if you send out like a separate picture, they pay an $20 for that picture.
Here's my question, right? If someone is paying $13, $15, $50 an hour a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you only upload pictures.
You get 20. She gets more than that a month.
I'm just saying, like, how do you? Obviously, you decide when you're gonna post, but that's kind of fucked up. If I'm a subscriber and you're getting $50 a month from me, and you only fucking uploading once a fucking month. You know what I mean? Like,
that's bogus, and then that's how you lose.
Okay. You know, but that's also clarifying. Are they only subscribing to you, or are they subscribing to OnlyFans?
They're subscribing to me, but OnlyFans does get a cut.
Now, do they get a cut of your tips?
They get a cut of every income that comes in.
Every financial transaction. Yeah.
And that's why I pushed back earlier. We'll talk about that later, though. Don't worry about it.
It's not like Amazon, Poshmark, you know what I mean? Anything that you sell on the web, I get it.
One more piece. So do you ever go live? Is there ever any function in this where you go live?
You can go live. I've never gone live.
Is there any reason not to go live versus?
No, I think it's probably a good idea. I should start doing
I think, hey Paige, I think if you go live, you'll probably get more money, because then they'll be like, hey, could you do this? And then they'll tip you, be like, motherfucker, I need 50 right now.
I'm on 2%.
When you finish pharmaceutical school and make it big, don't forget about us, because I pop pills. I'm gonna be looking for you.
Oh God.
Oh my God. And the good thing about Paige, the difference is grassroots. She said she wasn't even thinking about it, and she just jumped on and did it, and look now.
Yeah.
So what I respect. So Paige, one last question. Have you gotten any women or female hate talking shit about you, or like?
I have people post, like girls post, like talking crap about it, like, oh, am I the only female without an OnlyFans? But then they'll message me and be like, so how's it going?
Hilarious.
To be fair, we got to ask you the same question we asked everybody else, or at least related to, because it was in the question. Do you see any conflict with OnlyFans in this Me Too era?
No.
Damn, that was fast.
Nice and simple. There you go. To the fucking point.
Always has been. Oh, and if you guys ever want it, I got video of Paige hula hooping back in the day. Twin Peaks.
Wow.
Professional hula hooper. Crazy as fuck.
So do you hold on to that as like blackmail, or just like you know?
No, that's my girl. One of my best workers, bro.
There you
Wow.
go.
Hire her. Shut up. You know that, fucker.
That's news to me.
She's silly as fuck, bro.
Dion definitely tried to write you up.
Friday and Saturday.
Paige, I never wrote Paige up. I threatened her though. Hey, I'm gonna write your ass up.
Whoa.
What she say?
Hold on. Kende. Did y'all hear this shit?
What?
He fired.
He fucking dirtbag fired Paige.
Yeah.
Paige, I brought you back. I brought her back. They, it was a, situation. I had to teach her a lesson. I suspended her for a week and brought her back.
They took me off for the bikini contest that I would have won.
She was close. That's how I did it. So took out the bikini.
Hey, well, look, Paige, I definitely appreciate your honesty, your vulnerability, and just being your candid self, right? Because everybody can't do that. And I salute you, Queen, right? Shout out to you, standing your truth, you know what I mean, and do what you got to do. The corner is your corner. Hashtag this is your corner for sure.
Heck yeah.
Paige, I'm going to send you all of the links so you can post them and show everybody that you're the shit. I appreciate you joining. You've always helped out, whether it's this show, whether my other show, EC Sports. Paige has supported ever since I've known her. It's my girl.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, 1,000%. Thank you.
Good luck in school. Good luck in school, yo.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Bye, Paige.
All right. Bye.
All right. So
shout out to Paige. Keeping it.
I told you, keep it real.
Wait. Just as a whole, like the way it went, boom. It was great. It was great. I want to give a shout out to my EP man for this segment. This lady's segment was definitely brought
Great job, Dion.
Definitely brought to you.
You better go somewhere with that black power shit. You know that shit gets no play in this ride.
For sure. I got a huge shout out to you for the work that you do that people don't know about.
My wife know about it.
Before we wrap, right?
Never heard Lamont and McKinley ask so many fucking questions in my life. Wow. Fucking wow.
Hey, in there, you gonna let this dude come at you?
Bro, that's my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? That shit was out of pocket. Out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Fucking like that.
Hey, put the gloves on, bro.
I'm really fucking doing this, and they were doing this.
Well, check
I'm gonna
this
just
out.
point out one thing, Abasi. Nigga, you asked one question 12 different ways without a period or a comma, and Amon had to save your ass.
Hey, well, hold on. That's all you got? Okay.
That's all I mean.
Ma, get to the topic, bro.
Don't just go around, brother. It's all good.
Let him go, man. Let him go.
Let me rephrase of the question.
You can't make up for 2 weeks, dog. It's okay.
Sit your ass down.
Hey, he had a 7-part question. It's in the fucking SAT, dog. First of all, and then lastly, we're in the middle. And then explain that. That's all, my God. I'm gonna shut the fuck up, right? It's okay. I'm gonna leave it alone.
But they understood my question. Did you see her face, fam? She was confused as fuck.
5 words. I don't give a fuck.
That's the
Don't give
we
a fuck,
need
dog.
you to give a fuck.
How much you articulate? That shit was wild. And mine got to laughing, because I said his name too, though. But he ain't got no comeback for this shit, though. I'm going to talk to that motherfucker later, though. I'm talk his ass later.
Are y'all done? Are y'all done?
Is your finish says you're done.
Y'all done? Y'all understand that shit?
Oh, now I'm finna come for your mother. Oh, no, you pudgy son.
Get to the topic, man.
Get yours, man. Go get yours, B. Go get yours, man.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Belly in this motherfucker.
All right, so look, man, before we close out, online dating, right? Online dating. It was crazy. Wow. Is it weird or not? What are the pros and cons? Let's get into it. Let me know.
No,
I'm gonna tell y'all
it's not
exactly what
weird.
I'm saying.
Can you finish the question?
I don't
Akeem.
slide in
Fuck his voice and that
DMs.
question.
Never have.
Wow.
I don't get on Tinder. I don't. I mean, with all
prior to marriage, you didn't do anything online?
Yeah, you a Hall of Fame thirsty Lord, bro. You don't need Tinder.
Negative.
You know what I'm saying?
What did you say?
He called him Thirsty Lord. He said
The
he's
Hall of
Thirsty
Fame
Lord.
Thirst Lord. He don't need to.
Yeah.
He don't need no fucking app.
No, he said your Vice Lord name was Thirsty Lord. That's what he said.
You don't need, man.
Well,
No, Joe.
Go ahead.
2020, dog. Nothing online is weird. We've lived our whole life online in 2020. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's take out the COVID-19 because obvious that's why a lot of people are dating. A lot of my single friends are dating online, but like prior to that,
so
you get that is extremely rude and classless while I'm trying to talk.
Who was talking first? You and me.
All right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Go ahead, Akeem.
Y'all won the whole fucking show.
Go ahead, Akeem.
The whole show, dog.
It's your show.
In 2020, I did not mention COVID. In 2020, we lived up like online, okay? Post 2000, shit has been going online anyway. Nothing's weird about online, period. Before COVID, like Dion wants to put in there, people were ordering groceries, their food, these apps were out, you were on these social media outlets and everything. But the pros to online dating is you are in your own home, you can be comfortable, you can get to know somebody before you actually see them. A lot of these apps are free. You know,
Akeem, can I ask you a question? How many pictures do you post and what do you post? I'm serious.
That's a valid question. I mean, one, I agree with your point about it. I do agree that we live life online right now.
I'm serious. How many do you post and what do you post?
Online?
Yeah,
what do you?
Because these pictures are what they see to talk to you.
Right. Wait. I think there's a couple different things.
Go ahead.
We're not talking about Instagram and Facebook. We're talking about on dating sites. You're on dating
online,
sites.
Tinder, Bumble, all of those.
I've actually never used a dating site.
Okay.
You just
Facebook is your dating site, bro.
Hold on. Be quiet. That opens up a different conversation, right? Because
tell me to be quiet.
If we're talking about online dating,
you are absolutely right.
An app or a social
Facebook, Corner Convo.
That's online fucking dating. If you slide in the DM, if you've never met this person in fucking real life where you can touch her,
you all right?
You can touch him. That is online dating.
I know. Blood pressure?
No, because look, man, there are people out here who don't believe that they date online. Right?
What? Hey, yeah, tell them idiots that if they get a date off Instagram or Facebook, that's online dating.
But that's actually.
I disagree, man. Go ahead, Ken David.
You can't disagree because I was about to make your point. Your point was everybody lives digitally. Amon is saying that Facebook, Instagram qualify as digital socialization. Thus, if you get a hookup through Facebook and Instagram or Snapchat, that you are dating online. Like he's making you
a hookup or a date to fuck, like one fuck or like going out.
The hookup is after the hookup, it's on you to fuck. Isn't it?
See, this is why y'all friends on this fucked up, dog. I've known people that slide in somebody's DM a time, and end up with some pussy. Nothing after that either, though. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference.
What does that have to do with the friend zone, bro?
Exactly. What do got to do with friend zone? That's a one night stand,
bro.
That's a one night stand.
Y'all hear what y'all want to hear, bro. So I'm gonna go.
No, we hear you. You know what? You are absolutely right. We're being very rude to you. Your headband. State what you were trying.
No, but one of the cons of online dating, we're talking about the apps and not the DMs and social media pages, is you can get catfished by someone's personality. You know what I'm saying? And they can actually show up and beat a motherfucker that say, hey, I want to kidnap you now. I'm extreme with that.
It can also be a cultural lifestyle influencer, and then in real life, not.
Facts. I mean, hell, the whole catfish movement is because of online dating, right? So because online dating has created an entire wave, what we call now catfish, that has created a job.
But let's be real, bro.
Like, come on, man.
Let's be real. How stupid can you be to not ever be able to FaceTime, call, or see none of these people? How
There's
dumb
some dummies out here, but you're right, Dion. You're absolutely right. There's some dumbass people out here, but you are
really
right. There's some dumb out here, bro.
Like, you gotta show me. Don't just send me pictures and be like, yeah, I got an appointment today. I can't talk to you.
But I think there is an important distinction to make, right? This is Q Billa's impersonation of me. But let me, you know. But I think that there's an important distinction to make here, okay?
If you're talking Q Bella, you need to start talking about yourself.
Like you.
So another kind is the way you communicate.
Oh,
I thought you finished.
really?
I thought you finished.
No, I was gonna say the distinction I think is that catfish is a very specific, intentional design where this person has not revealed anything about themselves, right? They either got somebody else's whole personality behind, you know, the cloak or whatever the case may be. That's something I think slightly different than looking at a person's real self and investing in their real digital personality and profile only to find out that in real life. And I say that to say that if I don't believe you look like this and I hit you on the FaceTime, right? And you don't hit me back on the FaceTime, okay, I got questions, right? But if I do hit you on the FaceTime and somehow your background in the FaceTime don't match your lifestyle on Instagram, or somehow your vernacular in the conversation on FaceTime, this is still you. You match the pictures. But somehow, something about your personality don't read the same way as your profile, right? I don't quite think that's catfishing so much as I think that is where that gap is in digital dating versus real life dating. Because if I met you in real life, I'm not going to ask you for your number if I see these flaws up front. But in digital dating, I might not see them flaws until I've already invested in let's go kick it, let's go do something. Now we out. Even though it's you, it's the real you I saw on Instagram, it ain't the same personality I thought I was investing in, if that makes any sense.
I want to interject and say this, right? And this is just my understanding of online dating. I don't know a man alive that goes online to say, I'm going to fucking meet my wife online.
Not wife. No,
I do know, hold on, I do know several people who go online and say, shit, I can't wait to hit this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
So you're telling me that there's no way a man can meet his wife online?
These motherfuckers got mail order brides, bro. These punks is out here meeting their wives online, bro. Knock it off.
I'm saying I don't know anyone personally. That's my experience. That's my truth.
Nobody, I mean, not to talk about you, you've known your wife prior for a while, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna remarry. It's all organic, man. You don't know what's gonna happen. So
I'm not fucking swiping left or right and deciding, do I like you or do I want to fucking meet you? If I meet you at the gas station when I'm filling my fucking tank up, cool.
Bro,
if I meet you at the fucking grocery store, cool.
Bro.
If I meet you at the fucking bar, cool.
this nigga gonna have a heart attack, bro.
I'm not swiping
Look at his face.
or right. That shit is corny,
Bro, look at the vein.
And all you niggas who get online,
Look at the vein.
acting like, oh shit, I'm 6'1". Whole time you fucking 5'9".
You.
Oh, you mad about your height now, huh? Okay.
You.
Because niggas be lying, man. Niggas be lying. Chicks be lying. This shit is trash. This shit is fucking trash.
Come on.
Hold on. You quote unquote dating online. You've exchanging messages. Hey, let's link up. And then the energy is different because you've never physically been around this person. What are you talking about?
You have
Fuck out of here. Make a phone call, man. I hate you, internet dating online.
He's red.
Sloths. You niggas are sloths.
That is a major trigger for you.
Get a sip.
Because that shit is corny, dog.
Take a sip.
That shit is corny. Why the fuck do I want to fucking meet a motherfucker online that I don't fucking know? Everything that you put in your bio is a fucking lie. Fuck out of here.
That's not true, man.
It's not true. But you
true.
clearly have prior PTSD behind it.
No, it's just corny, man. I want niggas to understand.
That boy got trauma.
Online dating. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to end the show.
When you have the church app. The church app. These sinful motherfuckers can't wait to fuck. Yes.
Oh, you mean the religious ones?
Yeah.
The God ones?
Oh, Christian Mingle?
Christian Mingle. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. When you get online, remember before it was how fast internet is now? Motherfuckers get on dial-up, you get on Backpage or Black Planet. You was on there. That was early online dating, right? Guess what?
This is where the trauma comes from. We're getting to the root of the problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Period.
That's
Can I ask a question to you three gentlemen? Actually, you two, because you guys are still like single. What do you, in your opinion, not saying that you in general, what in your opinion, what would drive a male or a female to go into one of these apps and try to date online?
Because they thirsty any fucking way.
I'm asking about you know.
That's simple, man. I mean, you striking out in the physical all the time. You're not meeting the type of women you think you deserve to meet or on your level at the library or grocery store, at the gas station, especially the mom hate. You know what I'm saying? So
you love the gas station.
You want to go somewhere, or you may be busy in your work life or school life or something, but you want to go somewhere where these women are here, like a pick and pay, you know, something like that. You want to go somewhere like that, man, and that's really what it is.
That's not. I don't agree at all.
No, I super agree. This is the microwave era that we live in, bruh. We are the laziest.
You own the microwave, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is whack, bruh.
So you talking about courting women? You want to court them, meet them in the club, say, "Hey, I want to go out on a date and pick you up and meet your parents."
I used to tell a chick,
tell his mom swipe left and tell that bitch meet you at the gas station.
You love the gas station.
You got both of them now.
Can they answer now?
Okay. First of all, Amon, when you talk about swipe left, swipe right, you got to think about the fact that digital components came from somewhere. They're modeled after reality. So when you in the club and you walk in, what's the first thing you do? You start scanning the room. The first chick you see, she pops, swipe left. You move on to the next one.
That was his part now. No, that was his part now.
Now you see the ones and you start storing your mental base. Every grown man goes to the club and makes one full lap before they pull the trigger. So you the whole time you are swiping left and swiping right. So let's dismiss that bullshit you was talking about. Now, I disagree that you only go under the desperation. That's not why I got on the app. And I'm not on any of them now. I'm not on any of them now. But when I was traveling a lot, I know I don't know nobody, and I don't really have time to be out here waiting to meet a motherfucker at the grocery store because I got business to handle while I'm here.
Or the gas station.
2 days, right? So you get on the
Let's not talk about the gas station, man.
You get on the apps to find out what's in the market, and you swipe left and you swipe right. Now, I've had zero success. I've been in places for 2 weeks. I swear to God, bro, it take me 2 weeks to get one response, no matter how many swipes. At some point, I started swiping far below my standard just to see if it was me. I just wanted to see if it was me. Like, it started fucking.
Oh, shit.
Like, I was just like, you know what? None of these, something's wrong with it. I just don't know what it is. I was offering free tickets to concerts, backstage. Like, I was thirst mode, right? And so what I learned is, but I have very good friends that are highly successful in finding amazing real life women, not pariahs, not women who are worthless, real life professional, gorgeous, like compatible women. And I think that it's just about how you flow. So Amon, to your point, to save you the aneurysm that you're gonna have if you ever have to talk about this again, it's not for you. I don't think it's for me.
They want to just show us watch.
It's probably for a bossy. But I'm just saying, it's definitely a different style lane. And I know people that have got married off of this shit. I know people that have wonderful quality relationships, children, the whole nine. So you can't throw the whole tub out with the bathwater, right? You gotta understand that it's different, but it's all modeled after real life dating, bro. This is the same shit that we do in real life. It just gives it a physical motion or a name. It's the same shit.
That's how Divine went, boy. When you walked in, you first got your Long Island with the napkin. You walked around the club that you were promoting at, and that's how it went, bro. Online dating is the same way. Don't knock it, because I'm going to tell you right now, it was plenty of times in live dating where things happen that aren't structurally or normally right. Whether it's on the first date, you might kiss a girl or do other things.
Right.
It's all about how you feel about that person and what the vibe, as you always say, is. Am I right, Amon Phillips?
Well, here's the thing. I don't even know how you can read a person because sometimes things come across misconstrued via text or DMs, whatever the case may be. That shit is whack to me.
Have you ever seen I'm Gonna Get You Sucker?
I'm not on that, bro. I'm not on that.
Have you ever seen I'm Gonna Get You Sucker?
Yes.
Yes.
If you didn't, you ain't black.
Did you ever see the episode on Fresh Prince where Will Smith is stuck in the basement going, stuck in the basement, sitting on a tricycle, girl getting on my nerves, going out of my mind, I thought she was fine, didn't know that her body ain't hers. Nigga, that happens in real life too, fam. This is not exclusive to internet.
I get it, bro. I get it. I'm saying it's not for me, right? I'm not on that shit at all. I know a dude, one of my guys, no names, right? The man got catfish and then he still knocked it down.
No.
What's the problem?
No.
That's his fucking choice.
Bossy, you're a classless pig.
But that's his choice.
You're a classless pig.
He didn't want to take the whole
They wanted to get down. That's their business. Like, why should
What is? But he got. All right, hold on. I was gonna be like, all right. So you're telling me? Let me finish. So you're telling me you're talking to this girl? She's sending you pictures. Da 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 da. Y'all meet on a first date. It's not her, and you still busting her down?
I didn't say I would.
Me too. He must have found some value in the person that was there. I don't know him.
He must have put up gas station dick pills. Had to get it off.
Or he went to the gas station. I don't know.
Hey, what?
This nigga always leave the show, man. We gotta talk to this nigga about this shit, man.
Yeah. No, that's
stop doing that.
That's what he thinks is the perfect exit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Him want attention. Him want attention. So at the end of the day, right? I'm not with the online dating thing. I think that shit is corny, but I know this is the times that we're in, right? I super get it. But I also think you run into more fake people that way than you probably would as, man, shorty, let me talk to you. Excuse me, gorgeous.
Don't agree.
I don't know.
You get everybody's represented here, bro. Damn.
Well, I know the vibes. I'm a Cancer, so I know the vibes.
There's a keyword, and then we got to end the show. There's a keyword that you just used. People. Whether it is an online profile
or in person
or in real life, it is still people.
The same amount of frauds, bro.
Whatever people do. The avenue might change, but it's still people.
Word up. That's what it is. Once again, people, man, we had an excellent show, man. I want to shout out to everybody listening. Germany, Paraguay, Spain.
Can I get a Mace? Welcome back. No, fuck you, man.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
No goddamn.
Look, bro.
I've been gone 2 weeks.
Bro,
simple.
I asked the man in pre-production. Asked him in pre-production, you want me to change? No, I'm cool, man. Goldie is cool today, baby. Don't worry about it.
Hey, also, let's give a shout out to Miss Golar for her post about Dutch and dating. There was some
Amorous, yeah, that was a good one. We coming back.
Amorous, Golar. Shout out to you for sure.
Several good posts, man. We got to come back and hit them posts, man.
I'll double back on that. Shout out to the Ladies Lounge. All of the women who came through today. Heavy. Dropped some real jewels on us. We definitely appreciate you. Dion has gotten up out of here, and he's a dirtbag for that. So he won't get paid, and profits are up right now. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry at all. I want to thank y'all again, man, for coming out. Again, like, share, subscribe on the YouTube page, the Corner Combo.
Y'all ears so y'all can roll with us.
You know, it's your favorite 4 guys, man. 4 mics and 4 perspectives. I want to welcome McKinday back. Don't you go nowhere because you're still on the contract. You understand me?
All right, brothers. Look here. We out of here, dog.
Really good.